Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade-Bloodlines. In the last episode, we had finished with the retrieval of Mr. Grout, the Malkavian Primogen, who had gone missing, and the other Primogen apparently were quite concerned about this, having not heard from him for at least some period of time. We discovered his remains in... We discovered his remains, in a bed within his mansion. Nothing but ash was left. He had been staked through the heart, and his hands as well, and he was chained to that bed. While he was no saint, in fact, I suppose we could even consider him to be quite a monster, a well-spoken, eloquent monster, but one nonetheless. He had been killed by someone, and not the vampire hunters who had shown up shortly after we had made this discovery. We had seen Nines Rodriguez. One second. Okay. We had seen Nines Rodriguez briefly when we had arrived on the scene. Things were a little odd with Mr. Rodriguez. He didn't sound like his normal self. His voice was a bit echoey, and he didn't talk the same way we were used to. But this may have been the result of dementia used against him. We didn't have any leads, however, other than Nines, as to who could have possibly killed Mr. Grout. We reported back to the prince, who seemed kind of very happy that we had seen Nines Rodriguez there, insomuch that it would give him an opportunity to eliminate him, and perhaps the leader of the Anarchs here in Los Angeles? I still think this is kind of like California, but no, this is the local prince for this area, this city. Alright, anyway, I'm sorry. So he said he'll have to think about what he wants to do, because he does not really wish to declare war on the Anarchs. We need a little bit of blood, by the way. As I say, as I look over here and do a quick save at our guard, who is standing right there by the door. I'm sure he won't mind. Sir, how you doing? Have a good day? Sorry about this. Thank you. Hopefully he won't remember what we did to him when we come back here sometime later. Alright, let's head on out. I guess we could always just take the vents if he does remember. It's called the vents back to our haven. Right. So, Mr. LaCroix is now sending us out to retrieve the Ankaran sarcophagus. Was that gunfire I heard?
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help.
Right. So, he wants it retrieved and put under Camarilla protection. I'm not sure I agree with his desires for it, but we don't have anything else to do. So why not do a little more work for the prince? Maybe we'll be rewarded for that work. We have not met the Toreador Primogen in any case, so maybe we can be promoted to this. I don't really want to be brown-nosing LaCroix, though, and doing everything he says without question. Some things don't add up in Lotaeri's mind. Nines made no mention of going to Mr. Grout's. Why was he there? Grout himself had indicated one of the vampires who he knew as part of the upper echelon of vampires was very, how should I say? I don't know if power-hungry is the correct term to use. Very ambitious in what he desired. And Grout's inner voices, his Malkavian bent, that he, the affliction, the dementia hit him with, made it so that he would hear the voices emanating from the vampires he was talking with. And this one vampire in particular would cause him no ends of terror. He also believed that that vampire knew he knew and was going to kill him. Might have just been paranoia, extreme paranoia. But if he was talking about LaCroix, it would be interesting if LaCroix had had him killed. I don't know if LaCroix and Nines, however, would ever have worked together. I don't think that ever would happen, based on what we know about Nines. He just hated the idea even that we even talked to him about possibly leaving LA last episode. Sorry, 2 episodes ago. In any case, we're back now, and I figured we'd stop by and talk with Strauss before we head over and investigate the Ankaran sarcophagus. We'd visit some of the vampires that we have spoken to before and see if they have anything new that they want to talk to us about. Mr. Strauss was present with the other Primogen, looking to see what was happening with Grout. That's interesting, in a way. It means that one Nosferatu vampire we saw, who's wearing what looks like a butler outfit, is actually their Primogen. Oh, so your Primogen, here's Strauss.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance?
Do you have a few minutes to spare, Mr. Strauss?
Of course.
I have a few questions for you.
What is it you would like to know?
What do you know about the Ankaran sarcophagus?
No more than yourself. But I do know that LaCroix is much too focused on acquiring it. His obvious need for it reveals a weakness that his enemies may one day exploit.
What do you think is inside of it?
I do not know, although I must admit that I sense a change in the night air, something subtle and not altogether pleasant. Perhaps the arrival of the sarcophagus is the harbinger of something more dreadful.
Like what?
I will say no more.
Very well. Take care, Strauss. I just realized we asked him about that before, but it's good to have a reminder of that. You know, I was thinking that aside from Jack's statements about the Ankaran sarcophagus, that we didn't really... And, well, we did witness that it looked like the container it had been in had been ripped apart from the inside. But otherwise, there wasn't a whole lot of anything else that I would say was the harbinger of Gehenna occurring. For example. Oh, we're trapped in the magic hallways of Strauss, who's not letting us leave. There we go. But yes, Strauss mentioned this as well, that he's also detected something unpleasant. Beckett mentioned briefly that he didn't feel anything weird, but many of the other kindred he's talked to in this area have said they sense something similar. Did we already talk? No, we did not talk with the Anarchs. We should tell them about what we saw and that Nines was there. So let's do that as well. I think we'll skip going to Tongue, however, and Miss Vorman. And after this, we'll head on over and... we'll head over to the Museum of Natural History, I think is where we're going. Thank you, miss. Sorry about this. So, oh, what else is... So, okay, so other things we can talk about really quickly. So, we found some more blood packs in Grout's mansion. I just want to mention them because now that I have some Elder Vitae, I don't see a need to purchase anything else from Vandal. I think it was a mistake that I actually paid Vandal to supply me with blood, but we didn't know. So, and on that note, I don't remember too much more going forward. Not about, I'm sorry, specifics. I remember generalities with the game going forward, but not exactly the layout of places. Not nearly as much as I remembered it from the first parts of the game, from Santa Monica in particular. I'm probably going to make some mistakes. It's going to be awesome. What else can we talk about? I have not spent the experience points yet. I am just going to hold on to them. We have 8 points. 2 more would give me celerity rank 3. And I think that is what I want next. After that, I do think we'll put a point into wits and to stamina.
You measly fuck. You got a lot of nerve showing up here, Lick.
What did I do?
You fingered Nines. Said he killed a goddamn primogen.
I just saw him there. At least I think I did.
I'm willing to believe you were a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching you, kid.
Where did Nines go?
Don't expect to see him until this bullshit is resolved.
Alright. Oh man. Okay, so they already know that we told the prince about this, so they must have spies who are relaying the information that we're talking about with the prince.
Listen, kid, you did what you had to do. Just a messenger, right?
Skelter didn't take it so lightly.
Don't worry about Skelter. He's like all these big barking puffs nowadays. They don't bite unless they get cornered.
What do you think happened?
It's a ruse by LaCroix so you can call the blood hunt on Nines. Standard smear job, textbook cammy bullshit.
Okay, so based on these, so I can agree with Jack, sure. But I don't know if it's a ruse. It might be, but I suspect the prince would definitely not let this potential act go unpunished to eliminate Nines. I don't know if Nines has enough protection. The Anarchs and Camarilla probably don't actually want a war at this moment. What can I do to help?
You're just eager to please, ain't you? I could give a goddamn kid, but I'm sure the boys here would appreciate it if you kept your business as usual. You hear me?
I can do that. Don't bring it up. Fair enough. But we should at least say hello. We should at least confront them all. So that leaves Damsel, who's not going to be very happy with this at all.
Set.
Oh! She's fine with it. I'll be back later, Damsel. Alright, cool. Alright, we're cool. Oh, right. If you were Nosferatu and you want to talk with the Anarchs, you can't. I think you have to go in through a back door to do it. So Nines is probably worried about a blood hunt being called on him. Maybe he also went into hiding because he didn't want a war and a senseless loss of more Anarch lives. So he's doing what he's doing to protect them. I'm sure the Anarchs, though, wouldn't mind throwing down to save Nines. Especially if they think Nines is innocent. We'll need more information, though, and we won't get it at anytime soon. So, alright, so then back to the taxi. So I was just talking about the experience points I've got saved up. I might spend it when we're, like, before I get celerity, if it looks like a higher hacking score would help us. I didn't really want Lotaeri being, again, a hacker, though, and he's got nothing in finance. I wasn't planning on putting anything there either with him this game. He is indeed a starving artist at the moment. I really do want celerity 3. It'll be really useful for certain areas in Chapter 3, Hollywood, when we get there. I actually thought we ended up in Hollywood before this particular mission occurred, by the way, everyone. It's been so long since I played the game. So since we're walking over here, I guess we'll quickly do a summary of the house rules one more time so everyone remembers. What weapons do I have with me? Only my dagger. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. How much money do I have? 1777. I'm not going to bring one of our guns. If we end up having to kill people, so be it. We'll pick up the weapons from those people when we kill them. But otherwise, I'm not going to bother. So, one house rule, remember, I'm only allowed to have 4 weapons on me at any one time. And I'm limited to 2 of those being what I would consider to be a large weapon. A sword or a baseball bat would be a large weapon. We are not allowed to reload our weapons in the middle of combat. I must be outside of combat, preferably in my haven, to count bullets on any weapon where the animation is reloading a magazine. And finally... oh, wait, there was another one. What was it? Rats. I don't feed on rats at all. No rats. Look at that girl showing off her leg. Showing off her sexy legs. Come on now. Don't be so obvious about it. Oh, I'm taking this phone call here on the street. I don't know what's happening.
Going somewhere?
I'm sorry, everyone. Away from here. Alright. We go to the museum? Oh! The museum, we have to talk to LaCroix to be sent to the museum. Okay. I don't think we need to talk with Chunk. I think we're allowed just up to see him. So let's do this, and then we're off to the next mission. I didn't think LaCroix teleported us there, though. Oh, we have to talk with Chunk to get back up there. Okay. Chunk.
Yeah, you go right on up and see Mr. LaCroix. Cover me, Tubbs! Must have dozed off there a minute.
Who the heck is Tubbs? Alright, LaCroix, we are ready for your task. I will quick save just in case.
The car is waiting.
I'm ready to go.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any reason. Excuse me.
Okay. I wouldn't open it anyway. If whatever's in there could kill everyone on the Elizabeth Dane, there's no reason for me to wake it up. Especially if it's an antediluvian or an ancient vampire sleeping in there who will devour all of California if he gets out. Okay, so we could have done that at any point. I guess we're glad we did it now. All right, so. Oh, and by the way, you'll note Heather Poe is indeed gone. Good. Hopefully she's getting over us.
Where to?
Just drive. All right, to the museum we go. Oh, this is cool. We have to sneak into the museum. We're not allowed. Normally the game, I think, starts you right in it. This must be something new. Due to an unforeseen, though fortunate circumstances, the business of Madame Lyota has been relocated onto the Santa Monica Pier. I wonder if the girl who read our future wasn't working for her. I don't think it was the same girl, but we'll go and visit that pier later. Our sneak is still 0, so that cop isn't seeing us whatsoever. Really want to enter through the main doors. There must be another back entrance into the facility. No sewer entrance to it. That wouldn't make sense if we could find a sewer entrance into it anyway. I hear cameras. We've had to worry about cameras only briefly before. I'm watching my stealth number. So there is... Oh man, I hear patrols. Probably more guards. We'll go up to the very top and explore from the top down. Damned funny. You scared the crap out of the cleaning crew. Now would you put the damned raptor back in its exhibit? Oh, and don't leave your keys lying around or Marshall will fire your ass. Well, he left his keys lying around, which is perfect for us. We have the office keys now. This feels like this hallway is going around an exhibit, a large room of some sort down below us. These windows must either activate some machinery associated with those exhibits, or let you look out over the room itself. I said I'd start at the highest floor, so let's do that. Okay, not allowed up on the roof. Never really appreciated how creepy dinosaurs actually can look. Some of them can be pretty frightening looking. Wow. That guy must do that was almost super unlucky that I did not realize there was a patrol there. We almost walked into him. I should be paying attention to my stealth meter a little more. Right now, I'm just walking around the outskirts, obviously. I'm trying to notice if I see anything out of the ordinary near any of these benches. Be careful, Tim. This other guard is coming up the stairs below you. Oh no! There's two guards patrolling this particular, rectangular square hallway? Is there no one down patrolling the ground floor? Careful, Tim. There might be cameras here, though. If a camera sees us, that's it. The guards will be alerted, and they're gonna all come running to me. I would prefer to avoid massacring everyone in here. Looks like most of the museum is completely sealed off from us with these portcullis. It's a good thing that the key that we were given by LaCroix got us into this section of it, at least. I hear a camera, but I don't see a camera. There's no way we're gonna be able to access any of this. Difficulty 6. Oh, we got this one though. I love Gabe. Reminder. Just a reminder, Dr. Anders Johansson, aka the sarcophagus guy, will be working at the museum for the next few days. Show him the professional courtesy we show all our guests. CM. Fetish? That statue on Darl's workstation is creeping me out. I was working late the other night, and I swear I thought I saw it move. This isn't another gag, is it? If it is, I don't think it's funny. Pam. That is something I believe that Pisha wants you to get for her. We can avoid it altogether, because we're not doing work for her. Virus alert, read me. We'll skip that. Thanks. Those keys you found? They're Larry's. I'll tell him you left them in the Lost and Found. Okay, well, it looks like we need to visit the Lost and Found for some reason. I left the bathroom immediately because I saw someone in one of the stalls. And I was worried he would leave and notice us if I spent time looking around really quick. Hello. We need a key card to enter this. Crap. Oh, we don't have one of those. Let's look around, see where else we can go then. The main doors. That's where we started from, inside the museum. The cameras we're hearing must be below us or above us somewhere. We haven't seen anything on any of the corners or the hallways we've been in. Dork. Jan found them buried in the sofa downstairs and turned them into lost and found. Stop leaving your damn keys all over the place or else next time I'm demanding a finder's fee. JJ. Museum acquires ancient sarcophagus. Maybe if we're lucky, someone left their key card here. Estrogen? Oh, orthotriglycerin. Failure to take as prescribed could result in 18 years of responsibility. Birth control pills. Can we just leave them here then? I don't want to take someone's birth control pills. Oh! The keys we must have to get from Lost and Found must open this door. But maybe there's experience points if we find them. Otherwise, I would just go down there right now. And yes, I'm sorry about this, everyone. We're gonna do probably the entire thing crouched. Where would the other keys be? We don't have any hacking. The bathroom is the only thing I can think of, so let's check there. Poor guy, he's really gotta go. There's a guard right there. I'd like not to kill someone if I can help it, so we're not gonna drop down there. Let me watch our stealth for a little bit. Okay, it's not moving at all. So I don't think there's anyone around me if I drop down here. Oh, you're kidding me. I'm not allowed up here. Oh, this sucks. We're gonna have to kill that guard then. Or I'll have to reload. We did get the key, but I can't climb this to get back up into the vent. So let's see how this goes. We don't have any other choice but to do this. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Alright, but we didn't get any experience points for getting that key. So we had the lockpicking to do this. This is interesting. I remember this being a bit of a maze, but it doesn't look like I'm... Oh my crap, Tim. You got out of there just in time. The guy left the bathroom. I guess, well, there's no reason for him to be in it anymore. He's done. I remember there being like some sort of twisty passageway, but I guess I'm mistaken. Oh. You are not mistaken, Tim. Oh, okay. That looks like a control room in the center there. I have no clue how we're... Okay. And I hear cameras. We heard cameras up a floor. So my guess is that there are indeed these hallways down here leading to different rooms. Different control rooms, guard posts. And we need to somehow avoid the guards. And the cameras. We're gonna have to run. I think, darn it, now I wish I did have Celerity 3 here. We can be seen, I think. Well, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we get experience points. There's always extra experience points in one of these missions. If you do the mission either stealthily or without killing anyone. And I don't know which one this is going to be. so sorry. This sucks. Okay, so let's use one of my 2 reloads then. Just to undo that. And I get one... Oh, man, Tim, one more already? So there must have been a camera in that room that saw me. And if I get seen again pretty easily, I'm just going to have to start killing people. We're going to wait for that guard to walk down there, and then we will do the same. Yeah, these guys are armed with the pea shooters also. I really don't want to have to kill any of these guys. That's what saw me. Man, how on earth do I do this? I need to follow the guard out. I don't want to end up... I don't want to walk out towards that camera while the guard is waiting here. Yeah, that's what saw me. Okay, so the camera saw me. It's facing slightly down. Or there's another camera, and I didn't even notice it. There might be one in that room. Yeah, we could leave right now. But I'm not gonna. We've done a pretty good job sneaking so far. So cameras don't care, I believe, about your detection, your stealth number at all. If they see you, that's it. The alarm goes off. So, any points in stealth aren't going to help us here. Obfuscate would, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you know, the guard here doesn't move very quickly. Maybe we could have gone when he walked into this room. Okay. Okay, so, this is my last reload. And so, well, it's time to kill people. We're not gonna get through this stealthily. I don't remember the place. I refuse to reload the game 1,000,000 times. So, I'm so sorry. Okay, well that sucks, but we're keeping it. A police baton. Garbage. Let's drop that on the ground. What do we have in here? A gold ring. Marshall, change the code again. He's on such a power trip. I think you're right. He managed to send it to everyone but you. Again, not that you'll ever check your mail anyway. The code's 2358. You owe me lunch. God, I hate killing people like that, but it's done. Well, it doesn't matter how many cameras see me now. So, let's go back and check the control room. I'm pretty sure we killed... all the guards in the hallways. We did not actually do that. Didn't we learn that there's some sort of small box that's also supposed to be here somewhere? LaCroix told us that. We should keep an eye open to see what was inside of it as well. This is the fetish statue that Pisha wants. We'll take it, even though we don't really have a reason to do so. You can't destroy cameras, by the way, in the game. Oh, that's interesting. Those ones are even moving. Oh, hello, there's something in there we might want. There's the door we want to open. Museum Workroom Key. Results. Results. No, we don't know what it is. Difficulty 5. We could do it if we spend an experience point, but I'm not gonna. Email. I hate my job. Johansson. For your information, I'll be showing Dr. Johansson around personally. I think he'd prefer not to be pestered by the junior staff. Of course, if you have a question, I'll try to ask him it for you. Fetish? Relax, Pam. I had to move the statue into another office. Oh, and it told me to say hi. Code change? We got that already. Let's see. A fetish statue. You can tell just from holding it that there's something definitely odd and supernatural with it. I wonder if this would have been easier for me to do if I just ran through the entire thing. Okay, yeah, this is where I wanted to be, back here. Oh! Well, there's a book here. Sophic's Guide to Personal and Home Security. You squint at the wiggly markings on the page, but can't quite make out what they say. Despite this, something in the back of your mind is thinking they say illiterate dumbass. We need a research of 6 to use this item. 6. We have 5. And I don't... Oh. Oh, can we disable the cameras? Cameras 1? No. Okay, our hacking 3 is not enough. 6. Okay, we wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. Okay, what was the passcode? 2358. Pretty easy job to do. All things considered. I think these are alarms. It doesn't matter. We've already set off the alarms. We need a pass key for that, and what we have doesn't open it, so we're gonna have to kill another guard probably to get it. Oh, no we're not. Oh, yes, yes we are. God, horrible. 5 cops killed? It's missing!
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
Beckett! What are you doing here?
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Ankaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
Did you get to examine it at all?
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
Antediluvians.
No one I know has ever met one, but each of the clans and their bloodlines supposedly trace their origin to an original vampire, an antediluvian. Some swear these grandsires still exist into the present, but then kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
And Gehenna?
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Kane and the antediluvians will return to consume or destroy all kindred. I wholeheartedly disagree.
Why do you disagree?
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument. which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
I'm not sure if I agree, Beckett. There's blood magic in this world. There's a lot of things we haven't seen yet that also exist. I'm willing to believe it because it makes perfect sense that antediluvians do still exist. Well, who's Kane?
Kane is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch, a place where kindred and kine coexisted. I believe Kane's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
Are there any other signs of Gehenna?
What prophecy doesn't have vague apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of thin bloods, Kane sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
Yeah, what can you tell me about the Thin Bloods?
Thin bloods rarely exhibit features or powers of their clan, and many can't embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
This is all fascinating stuff. How long have you been studying kindred lore? And I don't know why people would be... I don't know why the vampires would expect anything different to happen. They know that every single bloodline that exists, like every generation, gets weaker. Why wouldn't it finally be the case where they lose all their special powers? Like they have a few, but not anywhere near what they currently have. But in return, they gain back perks of what it would be like to be alive in some capacity. This is all fascinating. Okay, so we already said 2.
For 300 years, I've been trying to determine the function of our existence, the kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason. And if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
Oh, we got a stat increase. Nice. Rare mutations with powers. Like in comic books. Let's see. Actually, what would Lotaeri say? I think 1 or 2. We'll go with 2.
The extent to which movies have shaped modern belief systems is extraordinary. Still, it's a better explanation than a divine sentence for manslaughter.
I agree.
Remember, the truth won't be told in time. It will be told by us. Well, my work here is stolen away into the night. Think I'll do the same.
If you find the sarcophagus, call the prince. Good night, Beckett. Alright, what stat went up? Scholarship went up! Oh! And now we have the research of 6 that we needed. And we can improve our security skill if we read this. My current security is 2. I'm tempted to do the trick. Sell the book and see if I can buy it twice. I said I wasn't gonna do that again. Maybe I'll change my mind. Before I decide on that, though, we do have 12 experience points. Let's spend it on celerity. Oh, actually, before I do that, if I read this, if I give myself a point of security, can I still read the book? Yes! Yes, I can. Oh. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Because that means if I sell the book and buy it back twice, we could read it twice. And that would save us 15 points of experience. That's pretty hard to say no to. I'll think about it. Oh man, that's really hard to say no to. Well, let's talk with LaCroix first and see if we get any more experience points. Hey, Chunk.
Oh, excuse me. Starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show Ape Detective? Oh, that monkey always gets his man.
LaCroix's expecting me, Chunk.
What? Oh, yeah, Mr. LaCroix's expecting you. For a young guy, he sure likes to work late. Me, I spent most of my youth in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
Oh, we'll talk later, Chunk. Excuse me. Man, I'm tempted to sell that book. I'm so tempted to sell the book. Oh my god, that's 15 free experience points for money. Actually, well, technically it's 9. It's 9 experience points free, at the cost of purchasing it both times. But we're not really having money issues at the moment. Sorry about that, everyone. The game minimized on me. I think the other game I had been compressing at the same time finished that task, and then I had to cut the recording, but I'm right back here. The game, I quick saved just before we went upstairs, so we're all good. Alright, so sorry about that for the awkward cut here.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
You're respected by everyone in the city for your leadership, LaCroix.
I've had my fill of sycophants. I need adjutants I can trust.
Everyone respects you. Now, what's this all about?
The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head that will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office?
About the sarcophagus, it appears to have been stolen.
Stolen?
Stolen?
How? Who would... Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Mind telling me just who the hell Gary is?
The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake.
But...
I want him found. I want him... found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city. If it were to fall into the wrong hands...
LaCroix... When you say want him found, you mean me, I'm assuming.
The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort him out.
Yeah, Strauss is right. LaCroix is obsessed with getting that sarcophagus. He doesn't make it seem like it, but he could be after Delabary, I think is what it's called, to feed on it and gain its power. Alright, well, that will do it for this episode, everyone. I think. So, let's make some decisions first. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh man, everyone, it's 9 experience, we say. It's 9 experience. Let's see how expensive the book is to rebuy. Okay, let's do that. Man, it's really hard though to skip on 9 experience. We already lost a lot of experience points because we didn't do Pisha's quest. We didn't, we're not replanting Lily. I'm sure there's like one more quest I haven't done properly. Oh, the museum. We killed like 5 guards there. So we missed on some special experience points there as well. So, you know, I can convince myself, especially because Pisha's worth like 6 experience points doing all her quests. I can convince myself I can forgive myself for doing what I'm about to do. Let's save the game first, and then we'll talk with Fat Larry.
My man, what is up?
Fat Larry, I'm here to do some shopping, sir. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sell the Cult Positive, because we still don't want that weapon. I'll sell you this gold ring. And then I'm going to sell you the Guide to Home Security, and then we buy it back. It's only $85? Maybe he doesn't sell it twice. Let's see. So if I read this, do you sell it again,
My
Larry?
man, what is up?
Okay. Okay, so he doesn't do it. Okay, so he doesn't sell it twice. Okay. Okay, that's acceptable. So we can't cheat with this book. I think the only reason you could do it then with the first books we picked up, maybe it's something with Trip, but I'm pretty sure Trip does at least sell one of those 2 books normally in his inventory if you were playing the base game, the non-unofficial patched version, which is why you can buy it from him multiple times if you do sell it back to him. Maybe he would do that for this book also. I will check that out off screen though. I will do that off screen. I guess the question is, do I want to instead of... I really do want to grab Celerity 3. But we could take Security 3 and then read the book to save us 3 points of experience. But here's what I'm going to do, everyone. We're gonna call it quits here. I'm just gonna go ahead and head back into our apartment. We'll check our mail, and then we'll call the session. Off screen, I will check out Trip really quick. I'm just curious if I can sell the book. But I'll do that off screen. That's right, Tim. You can sell the book. The question is, can you buy it back multiple times from that same merchant? Lockpicking 7 is very nice, Tim. That lets you get into almost any lock-pickable lock in the game when you use Blood Buff for it. I don't know. I don't know. I really wanted Celerity 3 at this point. We have 2 new emails. Let's see what they say. A Gambit. More chess. More chess mails. A gambit has been played. The king leaves himself open. And the last one? Business in Hollywood. From LaCroix. I have a certain financial interest in a restaurant in Hollywood called the Cavaletti Cafe. I have made an offer on the establishment that is more than generous, but it seems that the owners are remiss to accept. It is my understanding that a renowned food critic named Tommy Flayton will be writing an article about the restaurant very soon. Please intercept him there and make sure the review is unfavorable. Sebastian LaCroix. I don't know about doing that job either, to be honest. I don't want to do just any job for LaCroix because he wants something done. Maybe then I shouldn't join the Camarilla in the end. Alright, well, I think we're done. So thank you everyone for watching. And when we come back, I will head over to Hollywood. On the off-screen, I'm going to run around and do a little bit of shopping. And when I come back, I'll have finished it. So I will see you guys then. Thank you everyone for watching. And take care, everyone. Everyone, it's just Trip. This is interesting. If I sell Trip the
Thanks
book...
for coming back. What you need? All right, here's what we got today.
If I... Sorry, hello. I'm back. If I sell Trip the book, I can buy it back from him twice.
Thanks for coming back. All right, here's what we got today.
And as long as I don't leave his room...
All right, here's what we got today.
I mean, I could buy another time, but I'm pretty sure we can't benefit from it.
Thanks for coming. All right,
again.
Here's what we got
yeah.
today.
So, that's interesting. It must be because Trip sells books. Must be some flag in his, the store logic, his loot table, that lets him resell books if he used to sell them. That's interesting to me. So, I want to do it. I want to get all this free experience points. It's not free. Technically, it's a cost. It's a minuscule cost, however, at this point in the game. The books are $85. That's 165 experience points for 50. That's right, $170 for 15 points of free experience into security. That's amazing. Like, that feels a little bit too much like cheating. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask you guys if I can be forgiven for doing this, and if the answer, if your guys' honest answer is Tim, come on now, that's you are using an exploit here. It was okay earlier. Money was tighter, and you had to buy both books like that for basically what amounted to I think it was 9 experience points free. Oh, that's technically what this is also. It's 9 free experience points, really, when it comes down to it. Doesn't make it sound as bad. It's just that the cost of getting that 9 free experience is requires more saving to spend it. It was 3 experience points spent in 3 different skills that I was basically exploiting last time, or cheesing. And now it's 9 experience points I'd have to save to dump it into lockpicking that I'm circumventing. Well, let me know what you think. I actually won't make the decision here. So, yeah, let me know what you think. If it's a bridge too far, we simply won't do it. It's no problem. It's just, darn, that's a lot of experience points. And now that I know I can do it, oh man, that's a really strong temptation. That's a super strong temptation, but I'll wait until I get your guys' reactions. This also means I won't record the next part until this part goes up. So, alright, thank you again everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next one.